right, Shalom. Want to say Kahalal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakah HaKodash Brakata Yahweh Brakata Yahweh Brakata Yahweh Brakata Yahweh Shai Brakata Yahweh Brakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone which rule well, and peace and blessings to the Akim out there that push this word with truth and sincerity, with a labor of love. I want to say Shalom and shout out to the brethren in the Caribbean and a lot of the subscribers that live in Bahamas and that of the Benjamin and Judah and Levite and whatnot. I want to say Shalom, and basically it's a quick lesson talk about Jacob, all right, and just really talking basically about the violence and everything that's brewing is becoming mad, right, and mostly really in like America, right? States, Chicago, down south, New York, California, gang violence and thing, but who else has these type of activities like us? All right, ain't nobody. The essays, so that we know that's part of Issachar and Simeon and whatnot, right? But you have to understand that all these things have been spoke about, all right? Add a few little clips just to play about like the UK. Now, a lot of the camps that are in Europe and London and UK and etc., they can attest to the madness, right? And they say right now that the UK has some of the most violent situations, right? Gang violence, and they're just shooting young man on the corner, and so here they're talking about this, but there's something called drill rap. Now, look, just for edification purposes, you see the man them here, young man on the street on the road walking masked up, and it's sweeping everywhere. It's the new thing. Now some of these men here have some talent, but really it don't even matter. Now people don't even have no talent, and they just feel like they're rapping about, and they snitching real hard. They snitching on each other, and it's just bad. They getting caught up. They snitching on themselves by either showing their face, and so a lot of times they messed up. All right, but right now this is a very big epidemic in the UK as well as all over the world and whatnot. But I didn't know if a lot of the brethren of the people out there was used to seeing this type of thing and whatnot. Because when you have people from the UK, ain't no offense. I had, hey, listen, the brothers, the brethren that bring out the word, be speaking with authority, conviction, strength, and ain't no way you take them for a joke. But if you live in other places, you think it's proper, so you think it's good and sweet, but it ain't good. You check, it ain't sweet. So drill rap is a big thing now, and they talk about everything that we seen this already in the 80s. We seen it, we seen it back in the day. But here's a scripture here, right here. It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 15, that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past. So we seen, as far as, okay, you want to say music, reggae, anywhere there's poverty, anywhere there's really Israel. So it don't really have to be necessarily poverty, because what you're seeing is a lot of these man here, hey, look, you live in UK, you live in a place where, and listen, I used to live in in the UK for a little bit, Brixton, real bad projects, and ghetto, right? And I understand wherever there's Israel, you're gonna expect there's gonna be curses. So we're gonna move to Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. Now, we do use Deuteronomy 28 for purposes that tell people that, hey, look, um, this, especially Deuteronomy 28:68, and it says right there that that Israel should go out on ships. Now, one thing you really have to remember that this had been, all right, and this is also referring to back in the history. So it's not wrong to quote this or such things as like Revelation chapter 2 and 9 or 3 and 9, right? Talking about synagogue of Satan and whatnot. But you have to really understand that's just really for to drive it in. You know what I mean? Drive the stake to the point. But for this purposes in this video, we're going to talk about 15, and it says, "But it shall come to pass that if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua your power to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." All right. So say, look, curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field. All right. A good way to look at it is that, look, wherever you at, whether you in a city you live or you live in the suburbs somewhere in the country, look at all them man here with in the Midwest. All right. These man here get down. Lil Rock, you know, Oklahoma, Cleveland, Dallas, all that Southwest, Midwest. That's the feel if you want to look at it that way, right? And then the city where we don't know what the city is. You know what I mean? Bigger cities. All right, don't have to be New York or California or any of them, Chicago necessarily. A lot of these other places have cities too. So we see that here, especially that was the point I was trying to say with this with a UK man here there. These man here living really is from every place, so all in the UK, Sheffield, Manchester, London. You know what I mean? All this stuff, but these are lot. Of course you're gonna be. Look at these people here, just socializing. One man have a mask on, another man don't have a mask. So that you know what I mean. Feds head me up and say like, hey, who the fuck was your buddy in the video? Like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. It's a done deal, all right. Curse shall be thy basket and thy store. That's basically account, your wallet, your you know what I mean, your money and that thing like that. Curse shall be that. So anything you try to do and this and that, boom, right? In thy store. But also in another way, when I was in England, I remember going in, you know what I mean, and I was there on a mission trip with a church. This is years ago, right? And I was there for a while. We had lived in London and all them. And I remember going into the store and an Ishmaelite were like talking to me all rough, you know what I mean? Hey, you can't, what you doing here? Like hurry up and buy pretty much. And I was like, hey, you know what I mean? What he was like, oh wait. I thought you was one of them West Indian or Jamaican or whatever. And this is, was talking a little bit more proper because just I feel when you feel more comfortable talking to your people, you understand. But if people just can't understand you all the time and just asking for translation and stuff, it just defeats the purpose. So that's a personal story, things. And I'm going through and just touching on a few of the curses that just cater to us, because I'm not saying that Israel isn't in, people that live in Ireland, Scotland, over there in Ethiopia or Syria, Korea, over here in the States. Listen, we vastly have spread our seed. The scripture Hosea says that we are like the sands of the sea. You can't count the sands of the sea, innumerable, all right? So go on, and it's really good. Use Deuteronomy 28 really for whatever purpose you see fit. All right, you can't do nothing for the truth but for the truth. Against the truth before the truth. Paraphrasing, Salakia. So I just wanted to show, brethren, that, folly is one thing, and just really kind of any so-called person of color, but really Jake, if you listen to, if you're in the world, even if you're being this truth, okay, look, a little music, little, Bob, a little, these dudes, listen, Jake is so talented that it's hard not to like admire the Most High, exactly how He put us. He put us above everybody else. Let me get to that. Just that quick verse close out. That's in Deuteronomy, right? Oh, Deuteronomy 7. No, it's like Deuteronomy in 7, but yeah, Deuteronomy 7. It speaks about how the Lord look at us, you know. It says Deuteronomy 7 and 6, for thou art an holy people unto the Most High, Yahbashim Yahushai. The Most High had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. All right, so plain out, we stand out. We stand out among, whether we, you know what I'm saying, doing dumb stuff, drill, rap, and in the streets. And it ain't just rapping. I mean, these kids, you know, they'll tell you right there. They like, listen, they're not they're not playing around. You pull up thinking you hardcore and you slap a dude and look, they're violent. And they're prone to that, they're attracted to that. So as the days of Noah, you know. Hey, but you know, hope that was edifying. You know, on your own, definitely go into Deuteronomy 28 with the curses, because when you teaching people or telling people about how we know we are, wait, hey, listen, Deuteronomy really goes into it, you know. It go all into the things that really cater to us more personally. All right, it is for us. The scriptures are based are things that are based for us. All right, we are Jacob. All right, and we're different in certain things, but one thing that hold us is the common denominator with the 12 tribes, and something very special about 12 tribes. I've been to a Reuben or Gad powwow, or a lot of different activities for either Gad or Reuben before. Been just mind blown, right? The similarities, the northern tribes with the southern tribes, all right? So, you know, this is just edification, telling you who we are. We're Jacob. The Most High has chose us, all right? Keep on pushing this word, bringing it out with truth and sincerity, all right? Say double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, all right? Shalom.